Greetings all you movie junkies and entertainment lovers, and today it's a collection spotlight video. And today's spotlight is going to be on the Real Ghostbusters complete series Blu-ray? Ghostbusters. This is the Real Ghostbusters complete series German import from Turbine Entertainment in Germany. Now this is an SD on Blu-ray release. Now what does that mean, SD on Blu-ray? Well, SD of course stands for standard definition, and of course Blu-ray releases are often HD, which of course is high definition. So SD on Blu-ray, which as far as I know Turbine are the only company to do this, is basically taking standard definition content and putting it on a Blu-ray disc. Now you're probably wondering, well, if it's standard definition, if it's the same quality as a DVD, what is the point of putting it on a Blu-ray disc? Well, for one thing, shelf space. What would normally be a box set about this size on a DVD is now just a single case. And if we open it up, the whole series, all over 130 to 140 episodes, only on 3 discs. Look at that. So Blu-ray disc can hold way more data than, of course, a DVD disc can, therefore less discs. And if you're a collector like me, and you have, a lot of releases that takes up a lot of shelf space, the idea of SD on Blu-ray, putting out all these older shows and putting them out, in, again, small cases like this, to get an entire series of a show that has over 100 episodes is great. In fact, I actually sometimes forget that I have the complete series of the Real Ghostbusters because this is such a small set. But what about the actual quality of the show itself? It may be SD on Blu-ray, but what is the quality like? Is it the same quality as a DVD? Well, honestly, pretty much. When you watch this, it's basically the same as watching, a regular DVD set on a Blu-ray player, with HD, upscaling. That's basically the same, in terms of quality-wise, that it is watching this. Now, Real Ghostbusters did get a complete series set put out on DVD many years ago, but since then, unfortunately, since that set has become unavailable, for those of us who want to get the complete series set who missed out on that release, haven't been able to get it, and so it's been very unavailable until Turbine put this release out. Now I am sad to say that a lot of you who are looking at this set and are thinking about possibly getting it, I am sorry to say that as of this recording, this set is no longer available. It is currently out of print. You cannot get it. It now fetches for collector's prices. So I'm really happy that I ended up getting this when I did, because I really wanted to get the complete series of the series, but at the time there was no complete series set available elsewhere, so I thought, well, why don't I get this release? And now I really am glad, because again, it's no longer available currently. There's a chance, of course, that it could come back into print at some point, but unfortunately I kind of feel like that's not going to happen. A lot of other Turbines releases, though, are still available, so if you do want to look in on some of the other releases that they have, some of the other SD on Blu-ray releases that they have, be sure to check them out. But this very set, unfortunately itself, is currently no longer available. Now, for those of you hardcore Real Ghostbusters fans, I should also mention that this does have all of the Slimer episodes. I've seen it, sometimes I see it listed as its own show, sometimes I see it listed as, the last season of the show, but they kind of did it as a spin-off series, which it sort of became Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters. So for those of you who are hardcore fans about this series and know about those episodes, I should mention that this series does have all of those episodes as well. So everything in the Real Ghostbusters, this set has. Now, of course, the only problem is that, all the episodes are in English, which is great, and of course the show was originally made in English, but it's, all the text and everything is in, of course, it's in German. So it's kind of, you might think, well, it's kind of difficult to sort of find if you're trying to look for a specific episode. It's going to be kind of difficult to try to find that specific episode when all the text and stuff is in German. But it does come with this really nice little booklet release with this artwork on it, which is really nice. And pretty much all the text that is in this booklet is pretty much in German. But one thing that is good about this episode guide is that it has all the episodes listed, but next to the German titles, it does actually have the English titles in this tiny little sort of blue text next to it, which also of course is next to, you know, the numbers of the episodes as well and what season they are. So you can still kind of use this if you're trying to look for a specific episode, so it's not a completely useless episode guide. But it does not tell you what episodes are on each disc. But if we look at the actual discs themselves, they do have lists sort of what episodes they have. So disc 1 has episodes 1 to 49, disc 2 has episodes 50 to 98, and then disc 3 so on and so on and so on. And when you pop the disc in, instead of having your sort of a regular menu where you have a sort of a episode selection, you have pretty much all the episodes selected right there in one menu with the numbers next to them. So you can, with the episode guide, kind of maneuver and find, whatever episode if you're trying to find a specific episode. Now the release itself does kind of come with two different sort of the cover kind of comes in two different sides. So it kind of came like this, which has the really ugly German rating sticker there. This is one of the reasons why I've tried to avoid German imports and stuff, because they always have just the most ugliest, unnecessarily large rating stickers. But luckily this one is a reversible one, which does have a reversible sleeve, which, as you can see, then has it without the ugly sticker, so that's kind of why I changed it to. Now I should also mention that this being a German import, it is a Region B locked release, so if you live in the US and whatnot, you will have to have a multi-region player to be able to play all the discs. But it is, if you can get it for a decent price, it is definitely worth getting. Just not only just to have all the episodes in a very nice compact release, but to also just have all the episodes. Again, for those of you who haven't seen the real Ghostbusters, I would highly recommend it, especially if you are a Ghostbusters fan. It does do a really great job of kind of capturing the same spirit and tone and fun of the movies, but kind of doing it in its own way. So if you have the old DVD sets, you don't need to upgrade to get this set. Again, it pretty much, quality wise, it pretty much looks the same. But again, I mean, I guess if you are looking to save on shelf space, again, this is really nice, because again, it's only like, a one spine thing. It's crazy to me that you have, all the episodes. So yeah, really great set. Recommend it if you can find it, and it's a really good series, so I recommend checking it out if you can. A lot of the episodes they've started, since I bought this set, they started posting a lot of episodes, full episodes on the official Ghostbusters YouTube page. So if you've never seen the show before, I recommend, going and checking out some episodes. But yeah, I don't know if they're ever going to make every episode available, but they do have most of the episodes available on there, so yeah. But again, of course, if you're a collector like me, you want to be able to have a physical copy, be able to own it, be able to kind of watch whenever you want. But yeah, so this is a really nice set. Again, recommend it. I believe this is still the only way that you can get the Slimer episodes as well. So if you are a hardcore fan, you really want the Slimer episodes, this is, as far as I know, the only way that you can get it. So yeah, I'm very happy that I got this one. I did. That is the complete series set of the real Ghostbusters. Again, if you can find it, I would recommend getting it. So yes, that's going to be all for me for today, guys. So until the next collection spotlight, be sure to consume as much entertainment as humanly possible, and I will see you in the next video.